Hi, hello, how are you? I am Kayla. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to use our Dark Goddess Oracle deck to just see who's coming through for assistance today. I call in our guides who are of the highest good, integrity 9 and above, and ask that they give us the message we most need to hear today. Who do we have coming through for the collective? What do they need to hear? Okay, so immediately I'm seeing the star in my mind, and they said personal insights into your, feels like your inner journey. As we know, our inward journey is always reflected in things we're experiencing in the external. It seems like we're going through a significant period of change with Santa Muerte, death. And under that, I get Ron for upheaval, connection. Quite a few popped out, and I'm being called to just say them out, even though I feel like Santa Muerte is our prominent. So connection, complexity, memory, protection, harsh truths, and rebellion. Wow, we have a lot of really beautiful, powerful dark goddesses coming forward for us today. Let me use my little Rider-Waite Tarot and let's get a little bit more information on what these goddesses are here to teach us. Okay. I'm being really called into the memory, judgment in reverse. And it feels like with Medusa, Freya, Lilith, all coming forward right now, there's a connection between you now and a past version of yourself. And this could be a past version of yourself from like 5-6 years ago. This could be really a past version from yesterday. But I'm feeling very strongly into a thread of a past life. So right now what it feels like is happening with Santa Muerte coming in is that there is a past life cycle being closed out. Whether you signed a soul contract during that point, whether it was a soul lesson that you didn't learn then and had to continue to work on through, you know, future lives. Whatever it is, currently the timelines are converging and you are being asked to really sit with this part of yourself and offer them guidance, comfort, love, just that unconditional presence. I feel like the presence is more important than any other aspect, because when you sit with this past version of yourself through presence, and dare I say admiration for all that they have gone through and learned up until this point, it's a lot easier to bring in forgiveness, understanding, acceptance, love. So if like loving this part of yourself feels way too big, just sit with them. You don't need to even do anything. Just sitting with that aspect of yourself will bring in a lot more understanding and clarity. And I feel like any of these guides that you feel called to, just call on them for assistance and ask them for clarity in what this past life is, what you're supposed to do with the energy, how you can release any of these attachments so that you can move forward into the next cycle. Just a little more information, and it does feel like, oh goodness, whatever this closing of a cycle is that you are going through right now, it does feel pretty heavily tied to like your soul mission within this lifetime. And they're saying like this is a big soul mission that may not while yes, it would be beautiful if it was completed within this lifetime, they don't want to put pressure on you. I'm seeing like up to 3 lifetimes. This is a soul mission. You can go to your Akashic for more information. Okay, give me more information. King of Pentacles. It popped out reverse and flipped around into the upright. So this very heavily could be dealing with your finances. Let me show you the card. I'm being really drawn to this little like figurehead down here. I'm not sure if that's a goat or a cow, but it is giving me like devil card energy. And it's feeling like in the devil card, it shows the devil like having 2 people on chained leashes, basically. And in this card, what I'm getting is that you've finally put the devil on a leash. So you've been really heavily working on mindset of tapping into the frequency of abundance, even like, I want to say like exiting the matrix. And I know a lot of these are kind of buzzwords, so take it at the level that it resonates. Give me a little more information there. The Lovers, that was already in the deck reversed. Okay, so perhaps some of you were narcissistic partners. You were tied to, some of you may have been tied to previous narcissistic partners. If your journey resonates with mine, I had a narcissistic partner in this life that had been with me through innumerable lifetimes. They just followed me around, followed me around until this life I finally got to break the ties, sever that contract, both figuratively and literally. And with that Lovers being in reverse, coupled with that Devil energy that's kind of the energy that you have been flipping. And it feels like you've been breaking the like generational curses of codependency, of being dependent on a partner to a detriment. Not that interdependence, but really like sacrificing yourself for the relationship, for them, pretty much. Yeah, the Emperor. Ooh, and Ace of Cups. Okay, so this cycle that you've been and the Devil in reverse. What did I say? I told you, you got it. You're good. So this, oh my God, that's why these goddesses are coming in to congratulate you. You've reached such a pivotal part in your journey that they are literally like sitting in the stands like of a stadium, cheering you on, celebrating you. And perhaps, yes, you're not quite to the finish line, but you're right there. And so this energy is building. They're sitting there really excited. These dark goddesses are really, really proud of you doing the work. The Emperor and Ace of Cups coming forward is telling me that you're learning how to love yourself. Your ability to love yourself is what is breaking the ties to codependency, abusive partners, abusive relationships, just not being like treated as the goddess that you are. And so these dark goddesses are here to, one, empower you through the dark feminine. The dark feminine, like Lilith, come on. The queen of the dark feminine. She is one that truly embodies the dark feminine fierceness in the ability to protect herself. A lot of times, culturally, the dark feminine gets that like negative reputation because it is used, the term is used incorrectly for the unhealed feminine. I forget the shadow aspect. The unhealed shadow aspects of the dark feminine. And that isn't what is coming here. What is coming up here is the dark feminine. Like, I'm seeing like the dragon. A lot of dragon energy has been around me recently. And that dragon energy, that fierceness, is what protects them. A lot of the folklore with the dragons also get it wrong, where they're seen as like dominating creatures, but the majority of the dragons were here to assist, to protect, to offer leadership, guidance, and they have that fire that they can use to protect themselves, but they're generally not out there roasting villages. And so that dark feminine energy within you is the same. It's there for you to whip out and wield when necessary, and having that balance between the light and the dark is gorgeous, beautiful, amazing, and should be celebrated. Your dark feminine is badass. I love her. She's fantastic. But it isn't just going out and cutting people down, and it isn't you becoming the abuser, right? It is your protection. So that you know when somebody comes at you in incorrect energy, you can stand up and say, actually, no, I'm not going to tolerate that. You can get out of my space. This is my energy. I'm protecting my energy. And if you're not coming correct, then you don't come at all. Thank you so much. Before I hopped on here, they had asked me to use the herbal astrology just to get, there we go, a little bit more clarity. And so I'm going to pull from here. This, I want to focus on your personal energy and your interactions with yourself. That way we can kind of have some guidance on how to make it to the finish line of this cycle that you're closing out. I feel like you're just truly stepping into your Empress goddess energy here. I got Palo Santo. So this is because you've done so much like severing of ties energetically, use the Palo Santo, even calling in the energy if you don't have the physical, or even asking your healed ancestors to come through and assist. But cleanse your energetic field and cleanse your energetic space, even if that's just your room. But take a few moments and really sit with the aspect that I feel like multiple chapters have closed in rapid succession, and there's a part of you that hasn't fully like caught up logically. So while you're like sitting with this rapid acceleration of energy, go ahead and take this moment to one ground, and then cleanse out any lingering energies. Something I've been doing is sitting with Gaia and asking her to assist me in transmuting. So you can leave that up to, I want to just transmute this energy into the highest good, or you can ask for something specific in return. Like, I would like to transmute this energy into confidence. I would like to transmute this into abundance. Whatever you feel called there. But sit with Palo Santo, your ancestors, Gaia. Gaia is the ultimate ancestor, right? And then I got Cacao, initiation. Yeah, if you have not been initiated into the Dark Goddess path already, this is your initiation. Hello, welcome. It's nice to meet you. If you go to my YT place, there is a playlist with specific messages from Dark Goddesses. You don't have to listen to them all, but you may be called to a few. The Dark Goddess path that I was initiated onto, I was led by Hecate, and Lilith was very heavily present as well. And so you may be called to one specific goddess, or you can leave it open. You can ask your higher self to kind of make those introductions, to kind of lead and guide you in these steps of the Dark Goddess path. But yeah, that feels really powerful. It feels like there's certain dark goddesses that want to relay messages to you and through you. So if that piques your interest, definitely sit with that. Is there anything else here? I feel like there's one or two more cards. This is a really powerful energy, so I feel like I'm stumbling over my words a little bit. 2. Rose for love, and Mukuna for journey. I don't know if I'm actually saying that right, but you're on the journey of love. It feels like primarily calling in that unification of self, the balance between masculine and feminine energies within your own being, of dark and light within your own being, really of higher self, inner child coming in and working together, right? It's just accepting and loving all of these different parts of yourself, but coupled with the Emperor and the Ace of Cups coming out earlier, this feels like you are being initiated onto this goddess path so that you have the capacity, the potential to attract in that soulmate level love, whether it is soulmate, twin flame, whatever. It feels like there is the potential for you to have a match, whether that is in the physical or spiritual realm. You may even find that as you are working within your healthy masculine energy and leaning into that divine balance of logic and intuition, you may find that you have like a masculine energy coming in and representing you as a spirit guide. So all of that basically to say, don't get hung up on like a physical partner coming into your world right now, but the Dark Goddesses are really opening you up to have like a fierce devotional love, one that doesn't take no shit. Freya is really present. Let me show you her card again. Complexity. I feel like you have this ability to you have like a really deep, complex love. Like, you're able to love people on so many more levels than the people in your previous interactions have comprehended. Like, they were only able to see surface level, and you were up here in the ethers and down here in the depths, loving all of these different stages, and it has just not been reciprocated. And so Freya's coming in with like that complexity, that depth of love is to be celebrated. Pour that into yourself. Really enjoy this part of your journey. Like deep, rich, dark chocolate. And in your ability to open up to these complexities within yourself, you are going to be able to receive that reciprocal complex love back. Let me know if that makes sense in the comments. If you've made it this far, go ahead and put a rose in the comments so I can see where this is landing with people. This is my Moon Deck Oracle. I'm just going to pull one, maybe two. We'll see what they give us. And this is going to be your action step. This is your homework for the week. I am ready. Thank you. What has Spirit been calling you to do? Is it to sit and journal? Is it to sit in like that meditative space of presence? And that doesn't mean you have to sit. You can dance, you can journal, you can go for a walk. Whatever brings you that presence with yourself. I am ready, thank you. And then just be open to receive. Receiving is like this act of surrendering but remaining open. Recently in my meditations, I've been just sitting in this divine energy of my higher self, just embodying that more. It feels like crystalline love energy. It's so interesting to explain, but my task has been to sit with that and integrate and get to know that higher level version of myself. So perhaps that's what that means to you as well. And with the moon, really leaning into your intuition, trusting your instincts. There is medicine in my shadow. Go into those depths with the Dark Goddesses. I feel like there's one specifically that's coming forward for you. Bridget came to mind, but I want you to sit and ask your guides to reveal if there is one specific goddess that you're meant to work with in this moment in time. But really lean into your intuition and working with your shadow. This is a beautiful message, and I'm so excited for you. You've come a really long way. There's medicine in your shadow, and you're badass. Treat yourself like the goddess you are, and that will be reflected into your external. I know that we didn't quite touch on the external factors of what's going on. This is all an internal based reading, but from what I've read here, there's a lot of complexities coming up within your internal environments as well. And these complexities will be solved by really trusting your intuition and moving through them with grace, prioritizing yourself, your self-care, what's best for you above other people's expectations. So know that these external complexities will be solved by this internal journey that you're taking with yourself. I love you so much. Let me know if this resonates, and if you'd like to book a private session, go ahead and email me. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.